Dale digs down under.
I'm digging down under me shed.
There's the next bit of flooring, guys. Well, she's all hardened up now. That edge is pretty well sorted now. I've just got to do that little bit of sandy stuff up the top. Got to get some formwork in here, some like shoring. So we'll get on to doing that now. Start setting up some timbers along the wall. Beauty. I've got a nice straight line running all the way through there now. I'll be able to use that as a measurement to put the inside timbers in and measure back to the wall and stuff like that. So I've gone and used that line there that I put down earlier. Stood my spirit level up in line with it. Made sure the gap was 350 mil. So if you look there, I've got a good 350. That's easy 350 there as well. The little benefit that I've found from under digging it is that let me have a little channel down the side and all the water's running through there real nicely. All the concrete's drying out. I've actually got a dry floor here. Bloody amazing. I'll get some of these lines remarked and then we'll start chucking in some of this formwork. First thing that's got to happen, I've got to take down the light. There you go, caught it. Now I've got that light down and all of that area cleared up. I'm ready to put in some shutters and put a bit of bracing into it. Make sure she doesn't come in at me. It's raining again. And even with the rain, the floor's still pretty dry. So, not too bad. I knocked up one of these. This is the first bit of shutter that I'm going to be using. I'm going to have to customise this one a bit to chop it in around that column footing that's up there. So a little bit of a plan on how I'm building it, and each one's going to be made exactly the same. This little lip here of black, that'll come in behind here, and everything will notch together and we can just do one after the other. Once you have one of them in there, the next one in behind it, next one in behind it, and make your way along. We'll have to do a little bit of a kick in it here though. On a 45-degree angle, I'm a bit close into the dirt, so I'm going to have to make sure that I cut all of this bit back. And that'll give me enough cover on that angle bit coming out the side there. So that pencil line there, that's going to be exactly where the wall follows all the way along. So that'll be our concrete face, vertical all the way to the top. We'll have all our steel work in between. Before I can screw that down, I'm going to go along and fill in these couple of gaps. There we go, that looks bloody perfect. Filled in the top too. Quickly take out these couple of screws. Now I'll get a bit of plyboard, run it along there. So the old concrete down there, she's not too level up on the edge. I've had to put a pencil down there to make sure it's all level. And I went ahead and built this one. Now I'll be able to slide that in beside that one, and they should link in together nicely. Before I can put that big section in, I'm going to have to do a bit of infill here. So I've decided to put a 45-degree chamfer all the way up the side of this one. So that way, when it's sitting down here, I can cut another one. Well, actually, no, it's going to be a 22.5-degree chamfer. If I cut it at 45 and did a 45 on the next one, I'd end up with a 90 degree. Bloody lucky I caught that. All right, so 22 and a half, 22 and a half. That'll be the way. And then 22 and a half, and you get the picture. To do it though, I've got to lift this thing back out of here. So I've come up with this ingenious way. What I wanted to use was like an eyelet. I could unbolt one of them, but nah. I'm going to use a bloody hose clamp. Put a screw through it. Let's give this a crack, eh? And I'm just going to pin a bit of board across here. My theory is, should be able to lift it with that hose clamp. And then that little board here will give it a little bit of counter, I don't know, bloody, you know, the thing that makes it not wobble so much. And then I'll jump up the top and I'll try and guide it up there with the remote up the top as well. Bloody good thing I set this up. She's hung up over on that side. It's a bit precarious, but I think I should be able to lean it back. There we go. I should be able to drag the rest out by hand. Oh, those clamps. She worked a treat, didn't it? There we go. Got a hook back up. Now all I got to do is screw this beauty back in place. Now these two are joined together. Just got to secure this one. Locked in and looking schmicko. I've gone ahead and cut up 4 more of these 2700s. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 and 4. Because I can't put one of these on that side right now, I'm going to bang it in on that side and give it a little bit of structural strength. It should be right to stay there, and I shouldn't have to take it out when I make up the little kick piece. Give us something to brace to at the very end. I've gone ahead and cut up a piece of timber for this side. Just going to have to drill it. I've got to measure across and make sure it's sitting parallel. There's the other side secured. Before I continue on with that wall, I'm going to have to fix up this bit of electrical stuff I've got going on here. Started pulling it apart and think I'll put it up on that wall over there now. I've got the wiring and everything hooked back up now. It's up on the other side. Out of the way. And I've got the lights turned back on so I can see what I'm doing down here. And once I got that lighting fixed up, I quickly threw in this bloody cross beam here. That's the first bit of bracing from that wall. Holding back that section there. And now she's all tied into each other. So this bloody corner here, she's going nowhere. So the next part will be just setting up this little bit of framework here off of this other dirt wall on the other side. All I got to do is just dig back that top bit, about 45 mil up that end. Then I got to dig one little groove in the wall there for this bit of timber. And just shave that little tiny bit off the edge there. Got this one here sitting perfectly level, both directions, and same with that other one there. So all I got to do now is fix up this one in the middle. Won't take me too long to knock that bit out. Well guys, that's that whole wall section sorted out there. Just got to put some cross bracing and stuff in at the top, but that won't take me very long. Got a fair bit done. It's taken a fair bit of time though too. Alright guys, remember, small knocks break bloody big rocks. See yous next time.